Just want to give you another example of HSD, how you guys reinfect each other, gravitate to each other. So the last time I had my laundry done for free at this place where, I wanted it like the first time to dump it in and transfer and take it out of the machine myself because there were things like this shirt that I didn't want wrinkled. But, and I told this to the lady that is staff, right? I said, let me know when it stops because I want to grab a few things to not go in the bag. Now, she put so I trusted her. I don't like people touching my dirty laundry, but I didn't want to argue, thinking that it wasn't going to be that bad, the experience. And so she gives it back to me instead in one of the big, long pillowcases that it was into this smaller one, which is one of my pillowcases, and she puts it on the floor beside me on the dirty floor. So I can't use this pillowcase now, and everything is wrinkled in there. And she was gonna burn some of my clothes that shouldn't be hot along with the other ones, which is something I would monitor. Now, what you want to say here is you want to say, Martin, you're not even grateful. Okay, let's use just this concept of being grateful. Do you know that I would have been more grateful if my laundry was done properly based on the communication that they wanted to receive from me, but that they ignored? And guess where the grateful statement should really go. It should really go to them, because you should tell them you should be grateful that Martin, in his compromised poverty and lack of support, and that he wants to volunteer here, that he's been volunteering here just unofficially, because I care about the plants not drying out outside, for example, in the 15 beds of gardens. And I bring the water by hand, and I washed some carpets yesterday, and it was supposed to be more done today, but some of the plans got canceled where the pressure washer didn't come. So you should tell them, why aren't you grateful that you have somebody like Martin that wants to give back for what he takes? And let him do his own laundry, because he can present you a criminal record check that he doesn't start fires or steal washers and dryers. The ridiculousness of you people primates, you subhuman homo communia, who keep spreading your HSD and belonging to the bigger and bigger tribe of failed primates, is ridiculous. So every argument could be turned even more against you that you want to use against me. But again, that requires accepting evidence, which is not something that a people that is the biggest tribe requires, because majority wins. We will always, as a majority, our species, abuse the minority, and the scientific method or a justice system or ombudsman or human rights commissions and tribunals or lawyers or judges, whatever it is, I'm telling you, right and wrong, factual and non-factual, common sense based on reality, is gonna keep getting worse for you guys. It's not something I can depend on in my interactions with you guys, and you guys either, and you will have arguments amongst yourselves because you are not developing collaborative skills. You're developing path of least resistance, feel less insecure, a sense of false safety through a bigger tribe. But eventually things happen, right? You're all independent entities, and then you'll have bigger conflicts, and then keep creating micro tribes in your big tribes, and you don't even know anymore what you thought of before, if it's true or not, and if it's factual or not, and you're all confused, and you all want to blame everybody else and the elites, and the elites are just like you. They're just in those positions, and any of you could have, through birth or through chance or through a lack of care and concern for others, ended up in these elite positions. So yeah, I'm grateful I had a place to do my laundry for free. It's all wrinkled. I'm not even sure if everything was really dry, if some things were damaged. Some things need to be washed just by the way it was done. But the thing is I'm not grateful about the lack of care and concern and how it was done. I'm not grateful that my help is not accepted with a sense of community value, including reducing your work by letting me do my own laundry as a grown-up. And I'm also not grateful to see how dirty the bathrooms that I get to take showers in are. Like, you'll rewash the floors there a lot, but you won't wash the toilets and the bathtub where I take showers that is shared with people with addictions and very possibly some diseases that you may or may not think it's okay for me to know about. And that you spend a lot of time in your offices with a lot of big screen TVs. So it's kind of strange. I see so many also food safe violations, and it makes me not trust the staff that my things or my health is safe there. Now, I could retrain them to be better, but they have to care, and they have to care as a majority. And of course, it helps that the bosses and the board or whoever it is would care, because you can't work against them, the people in charge, when you're doing culture repair work. Now, again, they're not the worst in the world, but they're the ones I'm stuck with right now that would have a chance to receive some training from me, except that they're not grateful for it.